The World Health Organization Director General on Friday warned that the world has entered a dangerous new pandemic phase and that the spread of the coronavirus is accelerating. Reuters' Gavino Garai has more.
In a virtual briefing from Geneva Friday, WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said the virus is still spreading fast, is still deadly, and most people are still susceptible.
The world is in a new and dangerous phase.
That harsh reality was no more apparent than in Brazil, which has seen a recent explosion. Brazil now trails the United States with both the second highest number of cases and fatalities globally, and is set to reach 1 million diagnosed and 50,000 dead any moment. Meanwhile, in the U.S., which continues to reopen, several states, including Florida, Arizona, and Texas, have reported a surge in new infections over the past 2 weeks.
That's Reuters' Gavino Garai. Oklahoma's Supreme Court has ruled that President Trump's political rally in Tulsa on Saturday can go ahead as scheduled without masks being required. AP's Tim McGuire reports the rally is expected to draw huge crowds, even though Oklahoma has seen a spike in coronavirus infections.
Outside the BOK Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma, early arrivals are camping out ahead of President Trump's planned rally on Saturday.
It's the 9th one I've been to.
Many say they're not planning to take precautions against the coronavirus, such as wearing a mask during the rally inside the 19,000-seat arena.
I could get the flu someday, and you never know.
If you want to wear a mask for your safety, you can. You know, me personally, I wouldn't want to choose to.
I think it's all a hoax, to tell you the truth.
I'm Tim McGuire.
This is VOA News. A federal judge considers the Trump administration's bid to stop the release of former National Security Advisor John Bolton's tell-all book. AP correspondent Mike Gracia reports.
A federal judge heard arguments Friday from the Justice Department and attorneys for former Trump National Security Advisor John Bolton over the publication of Bolton's book that is due out next week. U.S. District Judge Royce Lamberth criticized Bolton for moving forward to publish his book without final clearance from the White House. But Lamberth also noted Bolton was assured on April 27th by the career official who oversees the National Security Council's pre-publication reviews there was no classified material in his book. Lamberth is expected to make a ruling before Tuesday when Bolton's book is due to be released. Mike Gracia, Washington.
The U.S. Navy said on Friday that its investigation into the handling of an outbreak of coronavirus aboard the USS Theodore Roosevelt aircraft carrier showed that the fired captain, Brett Crozier, and the admiral leading the strike group both fell well short of expectations. Chief of Naval Operations Admiral Mike Gilday said at a briefing that he would not be reassigning Captain Crozier as the commanding officer of the Roosevelt, nor would he be eligible for future command. Gilday's recommendations cap a drama that has engulfed the Navy for nearly 3 months, sidelining the carrier for 10 weeks in Guam and setting off a dramatic series of events that led to Crozier's dismissal, the abrupt resignation of the acting Navy secretary who fired him, and the push for a broader review of the Pacific Fleet's top commanders and how they handled the virus outbreak. Chinese prosecutors said Friday they have charged 2 Canadians for alleged espionage in a case that has driven a diplomatic wedge between Ottawa and Beijing. Reuters' Adam Reed reports.
Former diplomat Michael Kovrig and businessman Michael Spavor were arrested in late 2018 on state security charges that have strained diplomatic relations between the two countries. They were first arrested shortly after Canadian authorities arrested Huawei Chief Financial Officer Meg Wanzhou in Vancouver on a US warrant. China's calls for her release have gone unanswered and subsequently has warned Canada of consequences for aiding the United States in Meng's case. While China maintains the detentions are not linked to Meng, former diplomats and experts have said they are being used to pressure Canada. Charging the 2 Canadians represents the next step in judicial proceedings against Kovrig and Spavor and means a formal trial can now begin. The charges against the pair include spying on sensitive national secrets.
That's Reuters' Adam Reed.